Hey guys, Mike here. It's been a little while since we've had a channel update, and I thought now would be a good time to kind of let you guys know about things that are coming up, and in particular a big change to kind of the channel format that's coming very soon. This week, in fact. I'll start with, I have been asked by a couple of people if there's any conventions that I plan on going to this year, gaming conventions. Unfortunately, this year finances are not the best, so there are no current plans to attend any, at least not any concrete plans. That doesn't mean I won't be at any conventions this year. Obviously, if you're part of an organization team and you want to invite me down to talk or something like that, I'd absolutely love to hear from you. But I'm not really big enough for that yet. It has happened once, and that was a really cool experience. But so for all of these, I'm kind of paying my own way, and it's just not a good year for that. I do hope there's a good chance I might go to one of the Ohio conventions this year. It's within a 4 or 5 hour drive. I have friends that are going that I could stay with. I've wanted to actually meet, Phil, Retro Bliss, and I have been friends for a couple years now. We have a podcast every week. We talk almost every day. It'd be great to meet him in person. I know that Scott, Game Closet, he goes to a lot of these Ohio conventions, and so does BD Retro Mods, who's also on our podcast. It would be great to meet those guys. So if I can manage to do that in a way that won't cost a lot of money, I absolutely will. I know Michael Thomason particularly goes to Korg's every year. So he's only about a 2 hour drive from me if I drive over to his place and then catch a ride over with him, and he might be able to get me a pass, and then I can crash in the Bliss Cave. That could make it so that it's very affordable. Obviously, the biggest one that I love going to is PRGE. Unfortunately, that is on the other side of the country, and the flight is the big problem there. I do have friends who have offered to let me stay. But like I said, it's not a great year for that. Hopefully things get better, and hey, you never know. By the end of the summer, things could completely flip magically, and I'll be going to PRGE. But as of now, there are no plans for that. The biggest change that is coming is over the past while, I've been feeling like doing my weekly reviews, although I love doing them, it's taking all the time for my channel. I put between 15 and 20 hours into each review. A lot of that script writing. I don't use ChatGPT for anything. I actually am really kind of anti-AI content. So I play the game, obviously. And if it's a game that has an ending, I want to beat the game. And then I write the full script, I write the intro, I shoot the intro, and that sometimes is a little more involved. I do all the editing, and I end up with a video that's usually between 8 and 12 minutes. That's great, and that has grown my channel quite well. Especially considering that I focus on homebrew games, which is a niche within a niche within a niche. You've got gamers, you've got retro gamers, and then you've got the homebrew community. And I feel like I'm kind of hitting the limit of what my style, not necessarily my style of content, but my subject can grow my channel. And so while I still want to do those, and I want to do them, honestly, in the quantity that I do them now, or at least very close to the quantity that I do them now, I do also want to expand my content. It'll always be retro, and the focus of my channel will always be homebrew, But I've got ideas for stuff that are still within that realm, but broaden that appeal, and I think could grow the channel. And also, I just want to experiment with things. So I have been thinking for a few weeks now, how can I do this and not really affect what I currently produce? Because, you know, if you're a subscriber to this channel, or if you're not a subscriber and you just like watching my videos and you just click on them when you see them, it is probably because of the reviews. And I don't want to lose that. You know, you're a subscriber because of that content. I'm not going to just, oh, well, now I'm this channel. But I do want to explore, and I do want to expand within this niche. And so I have decided that starting this week, I will be doing 1 week off every month. So that means I'll do 3 reviews, 3 weeks of kind of the normal content that you've come to expect, and then there'll be a week off. What will happen in those weeks? Well, for starters, I will still be on the Retro Bliss Rewind podcast every Tuesday. That's not going away. And I still will be streaming my gameplay, just hang out at about 2 p.m. every Saturday. I've tried to make that a more consistent thing. Obviously, if I've got big plans on the weekend, I can't do that. But I'll try to stream every weekend. And I'll still do the mini review every week. But on those weeks off, there won't be a review. I can use those weeks for a number of things. Number one, I could just rest. Sometimes I need some downtime, and that would allow me that downtime. I may record a bunch of gameplay footage that week for future reviews just to make things easier on me. I might write some scripts. I might even make a full review that I'll air later so I can have one in the can in case there's an emergency. But the big thing about those extra weeks is I would like to use them to work on, like I'm working on a documentary. I've got ideas for kind of a whole series of videos that although they are very labor intensive, I think they would do really, really well and be a really cool way to look at something that's been covered a lot before, but a very different way. As well as tech videos and stuff like that. A video that I've had footage shot for now like 2-3 weeks, but haven't had the time to edit, is looking at 2 modded intellivision consoles that are services that are currently provided to the community that people might want to know about. That's Ivory Tower Collections and Intellivision Gamer. And I open up the consoles and I look at them and I show you the quality of work so that if you're looking to get into Intellivision or upgrade your Intellivision game, you could potentially look at these services. And I just haven't had time to edit. So really what this extra week every month for me is going to be is just allowing me to work on this other stuff and maybe creatively reset. So some of those weeks, there might be a video that comes out. Like for instance, this week is my first off week, but it's going to be that Intellivision video. I'm focusing on that Intellivision video. And then you're going to have 3 weeks of reviews, and then there might be a different video, or it might just not be a video that week. But rest assured that I will be working on stuff so that eventually all this cool stuff can come out and I can kind of expand myself and experiment with my content. So obviously, you know, let's say on one of those off weeks, I finished like that documentary. That will go to the member section first, and then probably 3 weeks later, when it's another spare week, that's when that video will air. I want to try to reward my members for supporting me. It is a huge support. If you're looking to support me, the number one thing you can do is watch my videos. Number 2, subscribe. Number 3, like and comment on my videos. Engagement really helps the algorithm. And then after all of that, if you want to support me in a greater way, we have 3 tiers of membership. Everything is unlocked with the bottom tier. You get custom emojis for my chat. You get to vote monthly on a game that I have to review the next month. That's a fun little perk for my members, and it helps you kind of help guide the channel. I always post 4 games for my members to choose from, and they're all 4 different systems. So Intellivision quite frequently wins because a lot of my members are Intellivision fans, particularly the Intellivision gamer. But sometimes, like Vectrex won once, Lynx won once, Atari 2600 wins every once in a while. But yeah, if you want to participate in that, absolutely click that join button, and it would help me a lot. I'd be very appreciative. There's also a little bit of exclusive content in there. I know I said I would never do exclusive members only content that'll never come out, but this is stuff that it's just films I made when I was in high school and college. It's nothing to do with gaming. You're not missing any new content whatsoever. But it's the type of stuff that if I put on my regular channel as a public video, it would kill the algorithm for me because I don't make that kind of content. So I put it there just as a perk for people who click that join button. So no pressure whatsoever, though. The biggest thing you can do to help is just watch the videos and watch them all the way through. That helps too. But yeah, those were the 2 big announcements. Nothing at all changes with the Retro Bliss Rewind podcast. I love doing that with the guys every Tuesday night. And I've kind of made it my mission that there are times that we don't do it. I'm going to fill that spot with something on this channel. I want you guys to kind of have this routine, or at least the knowledge that if you're not doing anything on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you tune into Mike's Gaming Gala, there will be something there live, and you'll be able to participate in the conversation. Same with the Sundays at 2 p.m. So yeah, I hope that you guys aren't too disappointed that it's going to be 1 less review a month, but it's going to be in the service of bigger and better things. And I am going to continue to deliver those reviews. Just every 4th week is going to be kind of a fallow week. Consider me like a field of crops, and every once in a while you got to let a field lay fallow so that it can rejuvenate and restore its nutrients. Yeah, so that's all from me. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and we'll see you next time on Mike's Gaming Gala.